Welcome to It Depends, the channel where I provide digital therapy and tell you the truth about tech products, no matter how uncomfortable it gets. My name is Philipp, and if you're here to hear the hype, you're in the wrong place. If you're here for clarity, brutal honesty, and a few rants along the way, you're home. Hey folks, so let's talk about Mac. No, not Mac like your overpriced laptop, I mean Mac. Microservices, API first, cloud native, and headless. The holy buzzword cocktail of modern enterprise architecture. It's supposed to be the digital Lego dream. Snap the best parts together and build your perfect stack. Easy, right? Right? Wrong. Because in reality, building a Mac architecture is like trying to assemble IKEA furniture, drunk, blindfolded, and with missing parts. And every tool you need costs extra. So let's break it down. Mac is about picking the best tool for each job. Instead of buying a monolith that does everything just okay, you handpick every component, your CMS, your commerce engine, search, personalization, you name it, and then you glue them together with APIs. It's composable, it's modular, it's beautiful in theory, but let me tell you, it's a beast in practice. These architectures have been around for years though, but only now, with cloud services, better tooling, and fast networks, does it actually make sense technically. The problem? It doesn't make sense organizationally for most companies. Because just like a pile of Lego, you need the instructions, the patience, and someone who knows what the hell they are doing. Also, with every new component, you create a new dependency, and every dependency is a potential point of failure. You're not just building a system, you're building a spider web of contracts, APIs, and dashboards, and that web, it tangles fast. Let's talk about the MACHlash. Companies bought the Mac promise: agility, flexibility, speed. But what they got? Vendor sprawl, massive integration efforts, and teams drowning in DevOps tickets. Gartner even coined the term composable regret. That moment you realize your modular dream is actually a Frankenstein system held together with duct tape and JSON. And let me tell you what regret actually looks like. You spent months integrating best of breed software only to realize your team can't support them. You onboard a new commerce engine and lose half of your analytics, or your CMS and front-end framework get out of sync every sprint. And of course, you spend thousands on training your staff on multiple tools. The catch is, Mac only works if you're already operating at a high digital maturity. What does that even mean? We're talking about agile delivery, in-house architects, fusion teams, DevOps and CloudOps, product ownership. Don't have those? Congratulations. You've just built the world's most expensive MVP. And talking about expensive, let's not forget cost. Multiple licenses, more partners, more SLAs, more moving parts equaling more pain. Oh, and the promise of you can just swap out a component later? Sure, technically true. But in practice, nobody does it. Why? Because reintegrating a new component takes months. It's like replacing the engine of a plane while flying it. Even the Mac darlings are having second thoughts by now. Let's start with Contentstack, for example, one of those OG headless CMS platforms. In 2024, they rolled out a full what you see is what you get editor, which is great, but also kind of hilarious, because that's exactly what headless was supposed to get away from. It's like a vegan restaurant proudly adding steak to the menu. Commercetools, the founding father of the Mac lines, is now marketing pre-composed solutions. That's right. The guys who told us to break up the monolith are now selling you mini monolith. And then VTEX left the Mac alliance altogether in March 2025. The reason they didn't see the value anymore. Whew, that's bad. So if the pioneers are pivoting, what does that say about the model itself? It's the classic tech pendulum swing. From monolith to microservices to something in between. And that in between is probably what most companies actually need. Because what most companies need is not tech purity, it's outcomes. It's time to value, it's stuff that works. Let's be fair. Mac is not evil. It's just not for everyone. If you are a global brand with mature teams, complex business models, and innovation pressure, go for it. Mac can give you the flexibility and speed you need to outperform your competition. But if you're an SMB with a small dev team and your lead architect is also your system admin, well, stick with the platform. Mac will eat your budget and probably your soul. Gartner is crystal clear on that, by the way. If you're not at maturity level 4 or 5 in both IT and digital commerce, you're not ready. And frankly, most companies would get more value from better processes and tighter execution than from swapping out their CMS for the 5th time. So, what's the conclusion? MACH is powerful. MACH is shiny, MACH is tempting. But remember, there are no silver bullets in IT. Never been. There are only trade-offs. You're not building architecture, you're buying complexity. And you better be ready to own it. So, if you are not Netflix, Zalando, Shopify, maybe don't try to architect like them. For most businesses, a well-integrated platform is a million times better than a DIY tech zoo. So, thanks for watching. Smash that like button if you've survived an API integration from hell, and subscribe for more digital therapy. See you in the next episode of It Depends.